Oh.
Is she about my shirt?
The reason we're here. That great.
It's her fault. She works for New Directions.
It's wonderful. Yeah. I have mine in my bag.
Entire world. He was 110 years of age. He was a British sailor. Died about 2.5 weeks ago. The 9/11 attacks. And who will remember our time? Who will remember what it was like to look up in the skies? Remember to remember. And that's what Memorial Day is all about. Let's get our fitness instructor up here, and it's a pleasure to welcome.
Now you guys want to do what's up? About 20 jumping jacks, all right, guys? We go for it. Get the heart rate up. Let's go. All right. Happy Memorial Day to you guys.
Did you get your shirt? Yeah.
Hey!
And we're working to make it a perfect country. And those who died, the services
You'll let us know as it gets figured out. I'm not sure these really mean.
They don't have the sirens on, so I guess nobody collapsed.
These people are passing me up. Where is everyone?
Maggie passed away a few years ago.
Thank you, Lisa. So,
earlier this morning, and would the owner please line up over the Chamber of Commerce table right over here. Welcome everybody, good morning, and welcome to the first annual Walk for Warriors 5K Run Walk. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Doug McIntyre. I host Red Eye Radio, which is a nationally syndicated radio show. And Red Eye is, well, I named it Red Eye because it's overnight, but then I found out half the audience is actually drunk or stoned. How their eyes get red is not my business, but it's a pleasure to be with you here today for the benefit of this fabulous organization, New Directions. It's really an honor to be with you on this Memorial Day, which is a day that we reflect on the real American idols. Those who made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live in this incredible country.
Yeah.
The people who make it possible for us to enjoy barbecues on the beach and shoplifting at the mall. New Directions is, well actually let's, before I forget, I want to thank some of the folks who made it possible for us to be here. In addition to all of you who came out to run and walk today. We have some wonderful corporate partners with us today. California Pizza Kitchen, which is here. Remax, Bank of America, Function Drinks, Fire Station 37 is in the house. Liberty Mutual, and by the way, if you stop by the Liberty Mutual tent for a quote, they will kick in $5 back to New Directions. And we also want to thank the West L.A. Chamber of Commerce for putting this together. New Directions is a nationally recognized organization that helps veterans in need of assistance. They've been doing their great work for 20 years, and we deeply appreciate your support. Please, if you haven't already done so, make a donation. Do so today. In fact, if you do it between now and June 13th, you'll be eligible to win some great prizes while doing God's work. It's always a strange holiday because we're Americans and we like to enjoy our holidays. But this is a Memorial Day. It is about memory. And this is the most important memory. Actually, just a few days ago, I saw a piece in the news that a man named Claude Choles passed away. Claude Scholes was the very last veteran of World War I. The very last one in the entire world. He was 110 years of age. He was a British sailor. Died about 2.5 weeks ago. And he followed, just a couple of months, the death of Frank Buckles, who was the very last American veteran of World War I. They're all gone now, every single one of them. There's nobody left alive in the world. History books will tell you about the battles, but there's no man or woman left alive that can tell you what it was like to smell mustard gas, what it was like to fight in the trenches with airplanes ahead and cavalry charges on horseback next to you. It's a moment in history that can never be passed along. We can read about it, but we can't experience the life of it. And that's our job. Those 100 years flew by from World War I till now, and our 100 years will fly by. It's hard for us to imagine, but it will not be just a few more months, and it will be 10 years since the horrible 9/11 attacks. And then it'll be 100 years since the 9/11 attacks. And who will remember our time? Who will remember what it was like to look up in the sky and see no airplanes flying for 3 days? Who will remember what those days were like, if not us, if we don't pass it along to the next generation? You see, here's the deal. History is not trivia. History is not a trivial pursuit. It's not nostalgia. It's the glue that links one generation of Americans to the next generation of Americans. And the most important thing about it is, it's a fortress against demagogues. It's a fortress against somebody who would turn Hitler into a figure of comedy, who would turn bin Laden into a martyr, who would make us think that the death camps were a fiction, that slavery was a choice. It is a fortress for the truth, and we must always remember to remember, and that's what Memorial Day is all about. Why don't we, to avoid major injuries, why don't we do a little warming up here before we start. We're going to start with the runners first. But right now, let's get our fitness instructor up here, and it's a pleasure to welcome Gerald Tejada. Gerald, come on up.
Oh, it's recording.
Yes, it